money makers. I'm telling you. Take care of your lips. Take care of your skin. I mean, get a fucking haircut. Please. Do yourself a favor. Even if you're married, do it. Your wife would appreciate it. But, of course, that beautiful sunlight is shining through the FC Sneaker Factory windows upon yours truly. Because you're in the FC Sneaker Factory and you're in the presence of Mr. Wonderful. And I do not call myself that for no fucking reason. I back it up how I look. I back it up by my personality. And for those people that just come in, right? Random fucking people that just sprinkle in. And they may say, man, this guy, he's materialistic, egotistical, self-centered. Well, if that's what you fucking think, take your ass fucking over there to that other sneaker content creator out there. All that piece of shit garbage content, take your ass over there because that's where you fucking belong with all those other losers. The people that want mediocrity. The people that want to settle for fucking some lame ass content creator that you want to fucking do this to yourself to, listening to them, giving you a fucking sneaker review. Let alone give you some advice that you never fucking asked for. Or give you content on a shoe that you fucking don't care about. A new release that just like, what the fuck? Where did that release come from? Get away. But yet you still watch that content. That's what surprised me. That surprises me a lot is that people actually watch that content on stuff they don't even fucking like. Just because they follow that YouTuber. Right? Because he's been in the game for like 15 years or 10 years when it comes to YouTube. Not a fucking true sneakerhead. He just buys garbage shoes early to do reviews on. Or he puts content out there and it says like, oh, I'm gonna wear this sneaker for 30 consecutive days and see how I feel. Well, who the fuck does that? Who wears their shoes for 30 consecutive days if it's not like a work shoe? You know, I don't know anybody that does that. And yet it's wears it through all these weather conditions and lets you know how it felt after all that time. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Those that come into my content, that come into my channel, are gonna get fucking quality. Are gonna get a true fucking sneakerhead for 20 fucking plus years in the game. Are gonna get somebody that just doesn't fucking buy everything that comes out, every new release that comes out. That definitely takes it back to the old school. That takes it back to the early 2000s. And still has the shoe. Somebody that appreciates shoes, right? Just doesn't buy them to do sneaker reviews on, but buys them because he wants to preserve them. Buys them because he wants to wear them. Buys them because he's a true fucking sneakerhead. And this is a prime fucking example right here that I have to my right of what makes me a true sneakerhead. Because there's not very many people that know this shoe. There's not very many people that claim that they're a sneakerhead knows what the shoe that I have to my right. And that can recognize it right off the bat. But those that do, right, those that be like, oh wow, I remember that one. That one takes me back. Yeah, then you are in the right place. And those that are new, you know, I'm not going to say I welcome all new sneaker lovers. I appreciate those because they want fucking true education. And they don't want this fucking bullshit content that just like, oh, I'm going to go resell this or fucking do all these fucking coin flips for $5 off. Yeah, fuck all that. Those are the new people that want to be educated, that want to be shown a shoe that they may have never seen before, but want that education regarding that shoe. So those that come into here for that support my channel, right? That hit that fucking icon right there on the bottom right. Because they know that it doesn't fucking hit itself. They know that they have to do it and they have to promote it. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and stand up because we are on sneaker profiles 314. 314 sneaker profiles that I have done. 300 sneaker profiles that are in my collection, right? I don't buy shoes. I'm not given shoes to do profiles on. No, I buy these shoes because I love them, or I like them, or I want to preserve them, or I want to wear them. But simply, they're in my fucking collection. Let me go ahead and open up the books. Since those doors are already open for you beautiful people to go ahead and come on in. Let me go ahead and open up the books for you. Right here, right there, page 314. Let me go ahead and stand up for you because I gotta go run an errand after I'm done doing these profiles. So I'm trying to knock these ones out of the fucking park like I always do. I'm wearing an old school, retro looking 90s hoodie. Right, it gives the vibes of the 90s. It's not 90s because I purchased this like in 2010, 2009, around that time period. Gray hoodie, love the graphic. Very big graphic. I love this. The G-Shock 6900, the blue Smurf. And I'm wearing some nice blue Levi jeans. So I'm keeping it casual. But you never know who you're going to run into. So I'm always looking amazing. Right? I always take care of my skin. I always have a haircut. My stylist, oh, she's always hooking me up. I mean, put together. Right? The way you should do. You should always be put together no matter where you're going because you just never know who you're going to run into. I'm always running into beautiful ladies. I don't know about you, but I'm always doing that. So I'm always trying to dress to impress. Or one, just dress because I have self-respect, right, for myself. But I hope you, I know you people out there. I know the people that are subscribed, the fucking winners. I know you're doing the same exact thing. I know, because that's why you're subscribed to my channel, right? So let's go ahead and go on. I mean, amazing shit right here. You see the thumbnail, right? You read the thumbnail. God, I hope you can fucking read, but you read it and you know what's coming. An old school, like a shoe that just takes me back. It takes me back and I hope it takes you back. I mean, some of you fucking newbies out there probably weren't even born during this time. But this shoe came back, or it comes from 2006, and it's still wearable. That's crazy. But let's take a look at the box before we even go into the shoe. So right here, who remembers these boxes, right? The old school Nike boxes. I love these boxes. Definitely a time when these boxes came out. But let's take a look at the label right there. Oh, beautiful. Air Max 90 Premium, Harbor Blue, white military blue, that beautiful size, beautiful price tag of $90. Size is a 10 right there. You see that right there on the very top right? It does just have the same thing that I just read, but it says $99.99. So who knows? Okay. Open the box. The box still looks amazing, right? Your standard tissue paper. Nothing going on. Nothing crazy. So let's go ahead and go on to the shoe. Okay, so let's jump back a little bit. This is actually the second time I've owned this shoe. I actually owned it like, in the 2000s when I want to say when it first came out. I wore it a lot. I love this shoe. I always got a lot of compliments because the blue just pops. But just a great shoe. I loved it. Very comfortable. And at that time when it came to that one, I don't know why, but I bought it in a size 10. I'm a 10 and a half, and I've been a 10 and a half forever now. And I bought that one in a 10 and it just fit me perfectly. So I eventually got rid of that one after a lot of wears. And then, like always, right? I mean, I run into this a lot. I missed a shoe, so then I find it again and I rebought it. I don't recall when I rebought it though. I want to say probably like sometime after 2010. But I bought this, I want to say I bought this shoe pretty damn close to 2006. And like I said, and I sold it. I bought it on eBay. This was like pre-StockX. StockX wasn't even around. So this was when I was just buying all my shoes on eBay. So I picked this one up. I have not worn this particular one in quite some time. And I need to get it out because I even forgot about it. But the first pair that I had, I wore it a lot. wore it a lot. Like I said, tons of compliments, because I have to say that blue definitely pops. Just a great blue. So this shoe, like I mentioned, this was 2006. This was the Fantastic Four pack. Okay, so Fantastic Four, it came out with all the four members when it comes to the Fantastic Four. I love the comic book. I love the cartoon even more. Great cartoon. Stan Lee was obviously the creator of it. Marvel. But the four, and I'm going to read you all four. So the Air Max 90, which is what I'm going to be showing you in a little bit. This was Mr. Fantastic. The Air Force One low was the Invisible Woman. The Dunk High, I actually had that shoe, was the Thing. And then the Air Max 95 was the Human Torch. And then they did have the Foamposite, which represented Doctor Doom. Okay, but he was a villain when it comes to Fantastic Four. Now, with all that said, let's go ahead and knock this one out of the fucking park. We are on Sneaker Profiles 314. Right here, we are looking at the Nike Air Max 90 Mr. Fantastic. A beautiful shoe, and still in amazing condition right here. So, like I mentioned, sold my first one, came back, I had to pick it up again. So I got this is the second pair that I've owned in this shoe. Love this shoe. Haven't had a chance to wear it. You even see the bubble is all foggy. Think I could take that off though. I mean, it's been a while since I wore this shoe, but let's just go into this beautiful shoe right here. So right here, you do got this nice blue. It's like just kind of like a nylon type material. It's not like that nylon where has perforations, or you know, that traditional white one that we have, but it's more of a thicker type nylon material. If you do spill something on it, it will stain it. So just put it that way. You don't want to spill it. Right here, same blue. So this blue goes throughout the entire shoe. This blue does not change in any of the leathers or nylons, except for like the rubber pieces that I will point out to you. But the same color blue, this is all leather right here. Same color blue right here, all leather, going through the entire lateral side, except for right here, and then also right here where the ankle collar goes. That's that blue nylon material. White leather swoosh. These darker blue right here, rubber hits when it comes to the shoelaces, and then also right here on the very top of the shoelace. White midsole, and the white midsole still looks crispy though. White midsole. This is a white air unit, but it's just a little bit foggy. I believe I can clean that. And then the outsole, as you can see, is in that nice Mr. Fantastic blue color. Moving on, boy, really quick. Air Max right there in that window, in that hard plastic. Moving on to the rear part. Rear part is in that darker blue rubber, white swoosh and air in Nike swoosh and air in white, but it isn't, or surrounded in that darker Mr. Fantastic blue. But up top you do have that nylon material though, in that nice blue color, and then nylon material going around that rubber part. This right here though is that beautiful blue leather, and then right here is that white midsole. You do see a little bit of cracking though going on. It was happening in my pair as well. So yeah, it's just one of those things that happen. It's an older shoe now, but look at that, same exact medial side is the same exact as the lateral side. Nothing has changed. You have that nice window right here, that hard plastic, but you do have the Air Max in that darker shade of blue. Darker shade of blue in the rubber part on the upper part of the shoelaces, and then darker shade of blue right here in that lower part, rubber portion of the shoelace for the shoelaces. But this right here, blue leather right here going towards the toe box. Blue leather right here on the lower part of the shoe going towards the rear part. White leather swoosh, but then right here, this is all that nice blue nylon material. Gorgeous white midsole, white air unit, but it is foggy, and then you do got that blue outsole. Let's take a look at the front part. Look at that, beautiful. I just love how the Air Max looks from the front. It looks gorgeous, just classic. Right here, it has been worn. Blue outsole. You do have that Nike swoosh, but it's completely blued out. I love it. My favorite part, the aerial view. I mean, I love staring down at my foot when it came to this shoe. Definitely just takes me back. But look at that. Blue nylon right here when it comes to the toe box. Blue leather right here as that goes through the shoelaces as well. And then right here, this is a nice blue thick nylon tongue. So that nylon tongue right here, this nylon is the same as this toe box. As you can see, there's no perforations like how like the old, like you know how like the infrared was. This is more of a thicker kind of nylon, but like I said, if you spill anything on it, it will stain. Right here though, this is a blue leather little loop for the shoelaces. Crispy white shoelaces right there. I love it. But you do have that nice white tag. Inside you do got that Nike swoosh, the Air Max, all in that beautiful, fantastic, Mr. Fantastic blue. White insole, or I'm sorry, white ankle collar, but also white insole. But you do have that old school Nike logoing going on right there with the little blue swoosh as well. So beautiful. Look at that. I love that. Look at how that hits. Aerial view. Love the aerial view. Love this shoe. I have not seen this shoe in quite some time. Honestly, I even forgot I had it before until I started figuring out what shoes I wanted to bring out for this one. Gorgeous shoe. I'm glad to finally get this one out. I'm glad to show you beautiful people out there because you deserve this. You deserve to see something old, but yet it's still wearable, still intact. You deserve that. Not this fucking bullshit, ugly ass shoes that are coming out currently. Too many of them, and then people buy them and do reviews on them. Fuck is that? Go figure, right? But yet I bring you an old school gem and get little to no views. My subscriber count, yes, those numbers are fucking going up, but yes, they are still low. But what do you expect, right? From somebody that keeps it real. Still new to YouTube. I'm a couple years old, but I still want those numbers fucking high. But you know what? I'm over that at this point. I do this because I love fucking sneakers. I do this. I don't get no monetary value from when it comes to YouTube. Don't do it for any money. I'm not doing this for money or like, oh, like look at me. No. I do this because I fucking love shoes. And I feel like my collection is well deserving for all you beautiful people out there. Because you know what? I see a lot of fucking phonies out there. A lot of fake ass people that are not true sneakerheads. So I said, you know what? Fuck that. I need to get out. I need to make content. I need to put myself out there because you know what? I've been quiet enough. And now it's time for my fucking voice to be heard and my shoes to be seen. Right there is Sneaker Profiles. 314 is officially in the books. One more to go when it comes to this beautiful segment of Nike runners that I deliver to you. Recap, I've hit you with the Nike Cortez Forrest Gump, beautiful shoe. I hit you with the Nike Cortez Kenny 3, the Kendrick Lamar collaboration, amazing shoe. I hit you with the Nike OG, the infrared colorway from back in 2020, I would say. Classic, legendary shoe, legendary colorway. And then now I've hit you with Mr. Fantastic from 2006. Iconic shoe right there, but that no one fucking talks about. What do you expect when it comes to my channel? Always delivering you fucking gems from my collection. And I appreciate you for stopping by. You know what? In a couple of days, or I should say tomorrow, check out that short here on YouTube. Or yeah, short here on YouTube. I would appreciate that. I'm always matching up the music with the shoe. Just makes fucking sense. But until next time, in a couple of days, we'll be catching the last one. And I can't wait to bring that one to you because it is an iconic shoe that you probably forgot about or didn't even know existed, which is sad. Really sad. But what is not sad is all these beautiful women, right? The beautiful women that are in my life, that cheerleaders that get my heart pumping. And they always say those beautiful words. Mr. Wonderful Floyd, you are too damn